Hey English, how you doing?
Good. How are you, Love's World?
I'm doing fine.
Nice
English,
talking to you again.
thank you, English. What's your ethnicity again, English?
I am black. I am a United States citizen. I am from Kenya.
Okay. You wanna address the
Really?
prompt English?
Yes, of course. So, can you put it up? I think somebody moved it down. I
I did
wanted to
just
read it.
okay, here, let me move
Oh,
it.
no worries. No worries.
Just tap on
I,
it.
I can try it. Okay, so can different communities truly understand Black Americans? Yes, they can understand Black Americans. And in my opinion, don't want anybody to attack me, but in my opinion, I can understand the Black Americans in the past, the ones that they still live in, elders, that they understand the civil rights and every help they needed, especially from Africa. Like the story, the history of Malcolm X traveling to Kenya, any kind of help. Those are the Black America we know that they needed all help. They did not believe what a white man called a black man monkey or so forth. Now, I believe that the black Americans of today, they only equipped with insults. What they need is to insult other people, other black people, immigrants, who sometimes, most of the time, they have no place or room needing them. Okay, they feel as if now the YT is doing them a great job, which is so absurd. What we see in the world, what's going on, now we coming to understand the current black Americans actually, they don't take accountability of what they're doing. It is not like they have no rights to go and do something, they just choose not to. And in that side, they have to go and attack black immigrants. So those two different of type of black Americans is what people know about as of today. And I learned there. See,
Stop lying, because we
and
just went
listen,
off on
see,
that Brazilian chick.
insult.
So stop
It,
lying.
yeah, it has to be.
Okay,
Stop
anybody
lying.
anybody have a rebuttal for English?
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
think
I
don't
do
Ramon
rebuttal
rolled his
too.
me,
dice
FBA.
first.
I don't talk to.
I
I
do
think
What?
too.
Ramon rolled his dice
I'll
first.
talk to America
Hold on,
respect.
man.
You can go ahead, Maroon, because I know
To
what you're
hear
going to
you,
say.
I don't need the obsession of a man putting
Can we get the
my
order
picture.
back? Clinch, can you stop being a third worlder for 2 seconds?
No, don't take your gay shit out.
Ain't nobody finna sit up here and DJ yo stupid ass. Get out of here. I'm done. These people, I actually wanted to rebut him, but he over here playing and stuff and coming off mic. This is nobody's insulting Africans. This is all they keep saying. And I was trying to talk about that Malcolm X thing. I've heard that on like 5 other lives, just sitting back and listening. All the tethers are running with the same lie. Malcolm X came over there. He's the third person to come up here talking about Malcolm X. When Malcolm X went over there to Africa and he was trying to get dual citizenship for FBAs and he was trying to get land for FBAs and he was trying to do all this stuff specifically for Black Americans over here, none of the African countries wanted him. None of them. All of them said go back home. Nobody was rocking with Malcolm X when he went over there. The CIA was literally following Malcolm X everywhere he went. The FBI was over there following Malcolm X when he got back over here. And yeah, none of them helped him out. All the African nations sold him out. They've never been on our side for hundreds of years now. This stuff is ancient. I'm really starting to believe this stuff is like 20,000 year beef. I'm serious. This is crazy. Stop talking about Malcolm X. Stop talking about our ancestors. Y'all don't know DICK about our ancestors. Chill out with all that.
Sadiq, did you have something you wanted to add about anything before we move on to this next prompt? What's your ethnicity?
No, I'm African, specifically from Ghana.
All right.
Um, I just want to, before I forget, right? Not only Malcolm X. Right now, in Ghana, we have a program for all the diaspora. If you are black and you are black and you from any of the diaspora, you can come to Ghana, and we have a land for free. You just have to pay for the registration, and then you are welcome to stay there as well as much as you want. Janet Jackson is over there for almost 20 years now. and we have some prominent Black Americans that are living in Ghana. You are welcome in Africa, and especially in Ghana.
You say
Um,
Ghana, y'all still doing the slave castle tours over there?
yes. Oh, is there the castles is there forever. We're gonna be there forever
Why?
because we don't want to forget.
Why is that?
Oh, to remind it's to remind us of where we coming from, right?
What
Because
you mean? To remind you where you coming from or what y'all did? It's
like
not a
what
reminder of y'all selling slaves?
oh it's hard, it's kind of when you look at it that way, right? That you're selling slaves. You should remind you should be you should know that it's not like the pinpoint some people that they want to sell, right? I can also be a victim, right? At that time, right? So everybody is a victim in Africa. Like you can be sold, right? Especially when you are strong, you can be sold at any time. It's not like
Even today?
no. We're talking about before the abolishment of the slave trade. That you're talking about. I want to make sure if
Yeah,
I'm in
we're
the same
talking
page
about
with
the
you.
slave trade.
Right now or before the abolition,
You said what?
before they stopped doing slave trade.
Yeah, the whole process from the beginning when y'all was capturing people who look like y'all and selling them to the white tea, to the Europeans,
Yeah. But what
till
this is
it
what she.
stopped, till it actually stopped.
Yes. So Ghana actually is not like selling the slave, right? It's just that they have the white people build a fort over there, and then that's the point of the route that they ship.
Who was watching the slaves in those slave
The white
prisons?
people, the white people, they
It was
control the
white
whole.
guards. It wasn't African guards.
Yes, it's all white people.
No
According to
Africans worked there. No Africans helped them.
I don't think so. Not at that time. Not at that time because you will be sold if you are strong enough to guide somebody. Then you will be sold yourself, right? But it's a history stuff. Like if you don't know where you're coming from or you
Well,
don't know
why you
what
think?
happened to
Why you
you,
don't think they don't? What don't you think? Black Americans and Jamaicans and Brazilians, you don't think we deserve a cut of that money y'all making over there off them slave castle tours?
you okay. Let me rebut it by saying that recently my president was in UN, right, and saying that we have to get reparation for slave trade. You
I mean,
know,
those y'all been giving them slave trade tours for about 100 years. How long y'all been giving them slave castle tours?
for 60 years,
For
68 years
60
now.
years, 68
68
years.
years.
You don't think a Black American, a Caribbean, you don't think none of us deserve any of
We
that
are working.
that
We
slave
are not.
castle tour money?
We are not working alone. We all these things, especially Ghana. Any decision that we want to take, go through all the diaspora, right?
Mm.
But you won't get everybody to come along. Like we led, my president led.
So basically, y'all gonna continue making money off the trauma of Black Americans and Caribbeans.
Black American are us, right? You are not different from an African, right? It's just
You ever
that I
heard of
don't
the
know.
tree of forgetfulness?
What's that?
The tree they walked them slaves around so they can forget where they come from. You don't know that part of the mission when y'all was capturing them slaves, putting them, before y'all
We are
shipped
not
them out.
you mean we are capturing our own brothers and then ship them? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying you haven't heard of the tree of forgetfulness.
There's so many stuff that happen in the slave trade, which is good and bad, right? Which is all bad, right? And we can pinpoint that this or that. There's no any black that is directly involved in the shipping of the trade or capturing of this of the whole thing. Some of the people, the chiefs, we to really understand the slave trade, you need to understand how we lead the culture of Africa, like especially in the West Africa, right? The way we live, the way we governing before the demarcation of the countries, right? Before they put lines in the countries and stuff like that, right?
You
So
mean
let
how
me
you
ask you one
rival
last
tribes
question. Hold
captured
on,
other rival
Dandria.
tribes?
Dandria, hold on. Let me ask you one last question. Do you believe Black Americans and Africans should be a part of the same reparations claim?
Yeah, of course. And then I'm telling you that everything that is we doing is going on about slave trade. Like I said, the president of my country is leading and has come to UN and said that hey, we need to pay reparation to the slaves. Right? It's not that we need to pay Ghana. No, we pay. They have to do something for the damage that they did to Africa and the people that lived here. But guess what? There are people that are not on board,
Hold on.
right?
Go ahead, Dandria.
I was just going to ask him when you said we need to quote unquote understand the culture or the history of Africa. I said I was going to ask you, do you mean when tribes of other rival tribes captured their rival tribes and then sold them to the highest European bidder? And who owns Elmina Castle, by the way? Because I know Africans don't own it. Don't the Europeans still own it?
No, the Europeans don't own anything in Ghana right now.
The
After
Europeans don't own Elmina Castle.
no, they don't own it.
There's no agreement. There's no current agreement that stands that's on paper between Ghana and European nations. You're telling me
No,
that doesn't exist in
it
terms of
doesn't exist.
Elmina Castle.
Our independence is total independent. It's not like
Who
the
bought
other
Elmina
founders.
Castle then?
Huh?
Because who bought it? Because during
Nobody bought it.
pre-colonial,
So
well, excuse me,
mhm.
pre-colonial time period over here in the United States of America, the Dutch and the Portuguese owned Elmina Castle. They just gave it to you guys as a gift.
Not only they did give us everything that they own in the country after independence, they also had to pay us for the damages that they did. So everything that they did, plus they pay us for the damages that they caused in our country.
Okay, so how much money did y'all send over here to a Black American organization or a Haitian organization or a Brazilian organization or a Caribbean island, anybody affected in the transatlantic slave trade? How much of that money y'all got paid did y'all send over here?
I can't. I don't know what the reason why they give us that money. If it's slave trade or slave trade was abolished before independence, right? So I don't know that. I can't tell you. And I can tell you that but what I'm trying to tell you is we can and Black Americans and Africans, especially in Ghana, we doing so much in common. Okay, if you find any, I think you guys are talking about Elmina Castle. That's not the only castle in the coast of
Yeah, we're aware of that.
yeah, that's not the only castle. We have so many stuff, and then Elmina Castle is there are so many horrible places that when we show you anytime anybody that goes there, and if you're human, you're gonna cry, right? It's
And I
not.
bet you it's an African that
Not
got
really.
something to do with it getting like that. Go ahead, FBA Maroon.
What
There's a
is it?
lot of lies. It's a lot of flies.
A whole
And
lot of lies. I'm
well,
sorry,
number
babe.
one, no, you good. I stayed on my mute because I like for this stuff to be documented. And shout out to Humans Love for allowing these people to speak this nonsense and post it on YouTube so the world can see. Because just like that lawyer heifer who came up here yesterday with all that disrespect, this needs to go on YouTube as well. Number one, we don't look anything like you. You all are trying to look like us, and you're doing a horrible job at it, by the way. That's why ICE can come through and pick up whatever African that they see. Number two, you are not going to get any of the reparations owed to the indigenous Black people of this land. That is number two, sir. You don't deserve jack squat. You don't get to sell slaves and then get paid twice. That's not how that works. You don't come back and get paid again. Oh, I made a bad deal. Yeah, you signed treaties, sir. You signed treaties. You guys didn't even try to fight these people. Number three, the audacity of you to come over here and talk about a slave castle and be proud of it, because a lot, I don't know if y'all noticed, but everybody who ever tried to conquer us keeps trying to repeat the same history over and over again, these reenactments and all this other stuff, and like them on Juneteenth trying to do a reenactment and denigrate our ancestors. That day's over with. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all, all y'all that have been degenerate us, if y'all don't pay reparations, y'all land's gonna stay effed up, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. If y'all don't pay reparations now is the perfect time for y'all to pay reparations.
So
All you African countries, all you tribes, all the Europeans, whoever else, the $5 engines, the whatever people sold us out of here, everybody who sold us out, this is the perfect time for y'all to pay reparations. If
are
you
you
don't, your
saying
lands will stay forever cursed. And I land there.
are you saying that we should destroy the castles and everything over there?
I think you should ask God what to do. Let your whatever your I don't
No,
even
no,
think y'all have
no.
a moral
Because I
compass.
went to the reason why I'm
Whatever
asking
whatever
because
you think in your mind, sir. I don't
no,
even want
I
to stand
went
on your
to the
stone.
African American Museum in Washington D.C. and everything that concerning blacks history is there.
Hold on one
So
second. Something is seriously mentally wrong with these people. Like, do y'all not understand that we should listen? I have a question. So, has anybody, an American, ever been over there to slap the dog shit out of you when they after they look at that stuff? Because I'm telling you, if I saw something like that, I would turn around and see the nearest African and slap the dog shit out of him or her. That is not anything to brag about. That is not anything to showcase. Okay? That is inhumane. That shit needs to be burnt down. And then if someone kidnapped your child, I love the TikTok shop, and had your child in a freaking basement, would you want it to constantly be on display for people to come and see it? That is disgusting. It's animalistic. You guys are sick,
Oh, my
twisted,
bad.
and demonic. And I'm serious. I'm serious. And the fact that you get up here bragging about it like that, and you guys should really see it. Somebody should.
Americans. They
I'm
don't
sorry.
feel like nothing wrong. This is
Something is,
normal to them.
and
This
it's
is normal
something
to
They
him.
don't
there.
love. They
There's
don't.
something. There is something seriously, and this is exactly why I call these people shadow people. Y'all are the boogeyman. You're the reason why a child would get up and close their closet door because they see the dark ghost. Y'all are exactly that entity that scares little children. That's what y'all are. Y'all, something is seriously wrong with y'all. And I'm serious. I land there.
Hello?
And just one last thing. Can you
Hello?
let your people in Ghana know that we didn't find that cute or that wasn't a good reenactment of Black Americans to have the so-called ancestors scraping and crawling around all dirty and hot and sweaty, looking all crazy like that? Who was that supposed to be? One of our ancestors?
well,
Yes,
those
that's what they said.
those
The minister of tourism said that, Miss Love. Yes.
I'm from Ghana.
Hold on.
those people that went
Let him answer.
through the Elmina Castle are our ancestors. They are also our ancestors. I don't know how you guys are differentiating
Not
them.
your ancestors, sir. You
What
cannot
you
find
mean
those
by
people
they
in
are
your
not my
genealogy. Are
ancestors?
you
They are
crazy?
coming from
Your ancestors were slave sellers. Are you insane?
Right. So
Listen
you
to
mean to
what you're
tell me you
saying.
sold your own ancestors? How can they be your ancestors and they ended up over here? Come here,
what's the definition of ancestry?
Jesus Christ.
You see why I don't like them Ghanaians, Miss Love? You see why? All
They
of them
are
think just like
sick.
him. They're sick in the head. They're
You
pathetic.
have a
So
good day, Sadiq.
Hello?
You have a good
hold
day.
on, you guys just gonna insult people instead of
Insulting us. You're not making any sense.
Love's World.